Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Nesta produces the perfect tackle there. And here's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Rummenigge shoots! Goal! Inter! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nedved opts for safety. Thuram.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge. And he shoots! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Rummenigge. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Maicon. And a chance! No mistake! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Can he stop it going out? Gullit goes on a charge down the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That'll be a corner. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Lahm with the short one. He's in a great position here. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Nedved. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira takes control of it and he's on the move. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Vieira. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. Can he get it through? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Messi. We are into overtime. Nedved. And it's Michel Platini. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rummenigge driving forwards. Chooses to go back. Vieira, the man synonymous with solidity. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Lahm. And here's Messi. Nedved. And it's Vieira. Now it's Messi. Cleared away. Pinches it off him. Ibrahimovic has created one goal already. That's beautifully weighted. Now it's Cantona. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got a chance! Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Platini is always looking to break lines. Cruyff.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that is as far as they're going to go. He's had it taken off him. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the shot! Cantona. Nedved. Rummenigge. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Vieira. And it's Messi. Here's Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Cantona. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a good-looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Maldini. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Nedved. Nedved! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 23.
Inter Milan have their third
4.
corner.
Numero 7. Vieira. Numero 11. Numero 5. Lasciano il campo per
And it's
il
been
numero
taken
25.
short.
Il numero 2. Ferdinand.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's had a shot! Oh, brilliant from Kvaratskhelia! About as smooth as it gets. Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, this looks sharp. Kvaratskhelia goes steaming forward. Inter Milan finding their passes. Driving through the middle. Referee has just said play on. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, that's been intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pele. 5 minutes left on the clock. Zico. Mateus. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Roberto Carlos. And it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Hullet. Dinks one through. Well timed, excellent interception. Alarm.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's that. Vietnam were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Vietnam desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. Big chance! Running on! That is just brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's managed to gift it back. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Cantona. Oh, that's nice. Cruyff.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's through here. And this is Nedved. Nedved! Nedved! A diamond of a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Two, and we've barely begun here. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do, rather.
He's having a shot! Cantona. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Hullet. And Hullet! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That'll be a throw-in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Michel Platini. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vietnam are looking to break at pace.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maicon just loves to go forward whenever he can. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Nedved, Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Cantona. Ambitious ball here. Pass is just off target. Lahm. Nedved. That's Thuram. "15 minutes till half-time. Cruyff. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved. Platini. Played back. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's well positioned here. Cantona. And this is Ibrahimovic. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Messi. Vietnam are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Aims beyond the defence. And that has earned a reprieve for the time. Platini! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi, he's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ibrahimovic. Maicon. Maicon making good progress on the right-hand side. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So your views on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un cappellino blu è atteso all'area informazioni.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and...
Chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Goes back. Baresi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Vieira looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Lahm. Nedved looking to add to his goal. Nedved. Platini. Takes a shot! Oh, fantastic from Platini! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
A case now of complete control. Corner number 3 coming up. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And here's Messi. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11, numero 23, numero 7, Vieira, numero 5, numero 4. Lasciano il campo per
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now.
Il numero 10, il numero 24.
And it's Azar.
Makelele.
Zico. It's Zico!
Il numero 2, Ferdinand.
Oh, brilliant save. And that's another good win of the ball. Rummenigge. And the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Lahm plays it short. Stood up well to him there. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, they can break here. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's on his way! Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chance for a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And it's Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Makelele. Now it's Messi. Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Inter Milan finding their passes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pelé, played in deep. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Vietnam are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
That's an excellent interception. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Makelele. Mateus. Rummenigge. Great ball if he can get there. Messi! And that's off target. Makelele does really well to win the ball there. Turns back here, probably the best option. Thuram. Lahm. 2 minutes to be added on. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Nice control. He's in a great position here. And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and he's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Cruyff. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pelé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Roberto Carlos. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Driving through... Header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Cannavaro. Well read, nice interception. Lam. Pressing high and with purpose. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Messi. Rummenigge. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. That's been drilled forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
A probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. Dida claims comfortable. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And a chance! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Tries to get it clear. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Vieira. Now there's a fine ball. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Gullit with the slide tackle there. Cruyff tries to play it through. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Cannavaro has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Brilliantly cut out. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nedved played out wide. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pele. And it's Maicon. Searching pass he's played there. Oh no, this does not look good. Nesta. Platini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, not quite. There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A finish right from the top draw. The second half off to a spectacular start. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Nicely weighted ball. Now, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now, can they get him away?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Maicon chooses to go cross-field. Looking tidy in possession here. Maicon. Maicon carries the ball down the right. Pele. It is a corner, good chance.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that should get the job done. Oh, important interception.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He has a look up. And the finish! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Inter Milan go into the lead. Messi, that is a brilliant interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. Nedved. Platini. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rummenigge gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Ibrahimovic might just make this. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and he was quick to react.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Vieira. And this is Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vietnam are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 23.
Both sides then
Numero
taking this
11.
chance to turn to their
5.
benches.
Numero 7. Vieira. Numero 4.
Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger.
Il numero 13.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Inter Milan finding their passes. Rummenigge.
Ferdinand. Cambio di giocatore.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Roberto Carlos. That's a sharp pass. That is good alertness. Azar. Mateus. It's Rui Costa. Roberto Carlos. And it's
Ci saranno
Vieira.
3 minuti di recupero.
Deep into stoppage time. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. Rummenigge. Great vision. Goes for goal! Kvaratskhelia gets flagged offside. And time is up. Vietnam were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Vietnam absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was...
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal with the corner, there first. And the keeper beats it away. Hit into the middle. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
And it's Messi. But he's forced to go back. Oh, can he get onto this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Messi knocks it out wide. Lahm plays it in. Out towards the flank. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's a great... And the finish! And he's following up! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's a pretty loose pass. Shot could be on. Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge played out wide. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, it's played into the area. He's had a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Can he get on the end? Oh, shooting chance! Off the post! Maicon getting this one clear. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Cruyff. And it's Messi. Oh, good take in a good area. And a chance! And it's come back out to him. And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Big header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Cruyff touches it back. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, they could break here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Roberto Carlos. Baresi. 5 minutes till the break. Maicon. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Cannavaro. Opts for safety. Goes long and straight. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there is the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Vietnam really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he's surging through. Cruyff. Always onto this. Cannavaro. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's tried one! It's hit the upright. Crosses it, and one more try! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A case now of complete control. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. He's got all. It's there! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
It's become a... And Messi! It's hit the crossbar. And they win it back again. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Arsenal are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's their second corner of the game. Mateus with the short one. Cross, neat. Oh, what a oh, crossbar! And that is high. Michael. Here's Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He's got away. Maldini clears it away. Cruyff. Mateus. Hullet. Pele.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And this is Hullet. Baresi getting this one clear. Pele. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Now it's Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro. So what can they make of this? It's played through for him. And this is Messi. Messi! No, that's just wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Great defending, strong and determined. Lahm. Thuram. Arsenal finding their passes. Gets good distance on it. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
He's gone for goal! The final 5 minutes. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's a little off target. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Baresi. And it's Roberto Carlos. Pele could try cutting inside here. And the referee brings it to a close.